Okay, now if you look at definition, there are more than 400 definitions of leadership. I just put two, which for me they were really important. Leadership is a matter of making a difference. When you leave an institution or an organization, people will remember you because you have made a difference, you have left a legacy. You have set up a research group which has become the best in the world. You have started to publish in top-rated journals. You have developed a program which is world-leading. So this is making difference in academia. People will remember you for the legacy you have left. And leadership is a relationship with which one person influences the behavior or actions of other people. This is what you were talking about. The behavior of people, they refuse. They said, no, why should you go for the hand? The Prophet managed to convince them to change their behavior. And so it's all about influence, about relationships, about changing of behavior. Of course, the 5 ingredients of success, they must come together. Of course, leadership is one, but it's not enough. You need leadership to be coupled with innovation, great ideas, creativity, quality. Quality should be the oxygen we breathe every day. Everything we do should be of top quality. The way we teach our students, the way we publish, the way we interact with the communities, the way we prepare our lectures for the students. It reflects on you. The first thing students will look at the slides and they'll say, our professor spent 2 minutes last night. No, we spent 3-4 hours maybe preparing for us to help us benefit from this lecture. So it's all to do with quality. Technical competence is so important, but you can still build it up. If somebody is not capable of writing or publishing in a referee journal, you can teach them. You can run a workshop for that. You can do training for that. But they must have quality embedded in their value system. They must believe in innovation. And most importantly, if they don't have the passion, the shagaf, there's no way they will succeed as leaders. If you are not passionate about your job, about your career, about your family, about everything you lead, you're not going to succeed. Passion is the #1 priority in good leadership. If you don't have passion, you cannot lead. What else do you think is missing from these 5 ingredients? What else should be on that diagram, which I have missed? Anything else? I talked about knowledge, quality, innovation, and passion, which will feed into leadership to make great leaders. What else is missing? Please, microphone. Please, microphone is here.
Consistency over time, so has to be consistent over time. Achieving all these, be able to make a difference, we need consistency.
Consistency. Consistency is one, of course.
Creativity.
Creativity, yes. I put innovation, but you can add creativity to innovation.
Collaboration.
Collaboration. I couldn't hear it.
Collaboration.
Collaboration, yeah.
Right, so perseverance.
Perseverance.
Yeah,
Yes.
perseverance.
Okay. Anything from this side? Organize. Yes. organization. Patient. I'm telling you this, believe me. You may think that patience, I think if you are not patient, maybe it's as important as passion. If you are not patient, you cannot lead. Because you get angry. The moment you get angry, you have to leave. It happens to me all the time. Sometimes I say, please breathe in and accept it. Somebody is criticizing you in public and accept it. Say, okay, it's one person, but there are 70 people who are happy. So don't get upset and be patient with them and understand where they're coming from and why they have said it, etc. It's so important to be patient. And unfortunately, in this part of the world, we tend to be impatient. We want everything to be done really quickly, today or tomorrow. And we will see today, later on, some management models. Some of them are based around the producer. And the producer is so impatient. He doesn't believe in patience. Okay, shall I move, please? Goals. Goal setting. Okay. Strategy.
Successfully to be honest and realistic.
Honesty. And realism. Yes, please. Risk taking. Yeah. Okay, you will see all of this in some more slides later on. Time management. Okay, let's move on now because we have too many slides. Let's look at some theories now. And let's look at two colleagues from this side who said that people should be gifted. You have to be gifted. It's from God, maybe. God has given you this gift to be able to lead. And there are some theories which says, one of them is called the great man theory or the great person theory. But look at this one by Lombardi. Leaders aren't born, they are made. And they are made just like anything else through hard work. But this is in contradiction with some theories now. The great man theory, an awful name, great man theory. Some people have started to call it the great person theory, but the person who invented it was a man, really. And it says here, according to this theory, you are either a natural born leader or you are not. There's nothing in between. You are born as a leader or you are not. If you are not born as a leader, don't try to practice and experience, etc. It's not going to help. This is one theory. And this theory is based around, it was used because at the time leadership was thought of primarily as a male quality. People assume that only male can provide leadership quality, and it was developed by the military leadership and mainly within a Western context. Thanks God we didn't invent it, and then everybody would say, look, at least great man theory, and it was invented by the West in the military business, and it's to do with the great man theory.
Actually, I have nothing about this. In the Middle East, in our nature, the tribal system, you see a huge tribe. They have different, let us say, environment and condition. But you see some of them have the leadership. Sometimes the leader of the tribe, he has many sons, and none of them has leadership skills. So I believe you should have a son when you born, and then it can be improved by training and by practice.
And I think this is what this theory is all about, because it says there are some early traits which assume that leaders are born and not made. Leader consists of certain inherited characteristics. or personality trait which distinguish leaders from their followers. You can see it mainly in kids. Some kids behave in a completely different way from other kids, and you can feel that they are going to be leaders. They are gifted, they can not control things, but they can lead. They are ahead of their maybe age children. So this theory could assume that those people have physical attributes which are different. They have personality characteristics. They have social skills and speech fluency. They have intelligence and scholarship, and they are cooperative, and they have some insights from a very young age. Almost from since they are born, you can start feeling that they are different in terms of their communication, social skills, speech, and so on. Charisma and yeah. So we have covered now leaders are born. In this one, leaders are made. And this is a functional approach where the emphasis is on the functions of leadership, not the personality of the leader. The personality of the leader is irrelevant in a functional approach because it's based around tasks and individuals and teams. And this approach believes that skills of leadership can be learned and developed. Leaders are made. And one example of this approach is the action-centered leadership. We're going to show it. So this, please.
Actually, I just wanted to add something. If you look at the transactional and transformational leadership style, they have some basic traits which you can say that it's by born. And others, they have to develop with the, based on the situation and based on the overall culture and the type of people they are leading. So these two approaches now we need to combine.
Yes.
Right? I mean, the first theory says like leader are by God. Others says like they are not by God. We have to develop the skills.
Yes.
But I think so like both.
Yes. It's a hybrid approach. Yes, I agree because it's all situational as well. I mean, we're going to cover the transactional, transformational, and inspirational leadership style for sure. Leadership in general is situational because we have seen some top Arab academics who are leading very big research groups in the West, and they come to the East and they fail. How can somebody be a top research leader in the West and fail in the East? Because the culture is different, the situation is different. They are the same people, exactly the same value system, the same approach. So it's very much situational. We are going to cover it.
Currently, I'm working on cultural leadership.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is one of the new concepts I'm going to propose in my research.
There will be a lot of slides about cultural leadership, how leadership can be affected by culture. You will benefit from some of the slides. No problem at all. Okay, so the action-centered approach focus on what leaders actually do, irrespective of the personality of the leader. Leader's function can be summarized as meeting the needs of three overlapping aspects: task needs, team maintenance needs, and individual needs. So you can see a task, the job that needs to be done by individuals who are part of the team. And this is part of the functional approach to leadership. Leaders are made because they learn all the time through tasks and teamwork to develop some new skills in leadership. But it's a functional leadership. Now let's look at the leadership styles. There are three types: autocratic, democratic, and laissez-faire. One of our sisters 2 days ago, she said there should be a fourth one called auto-demo, which is a combination of autocratic and democratic. Take the best from both styles, which is absolutely true. So in terms of the autocratic style, it's one who commands, expects everyone to comply, dogmatic, arrogant, assertive, positive, clean, tough, decisive, overruled by third order. They are dictating to people. Complete this task by that day, publish 2 papers, generate 3 million pounds. Everything is dictated. Command. And if you don't do it, you're going to be punished. You're going to lose your job. It's different styles. 2, democratic, which is manages by consultation with subordinates, encourages participation, develops a team approach, and sees the people around him or her. Now, unfortunately, in some immature organizations, you cannot apply the democratic approach. It will get abused and you will not deliver. In some instances, you may need the autocratic approach. If you have just started, you set up a research group, and you don't know what you are doing yet, you cannot afford to adopt the democratic style from day one. You may need to be autocratic for a while, then you become democratic with time, or you combine the best of democratic and autocratic to make it happen. Let's say fair is French. We don't know. We are succeeding. We are doing very well. We are going up in the league table. We are teaching properly. We are doing proper research. We don't know why, but we are doing it. So don't break it. It's working. We don't know the leadership style. Is it autocratic? Is it democratic? Let it happen. It's happening, and we are succeeding. So 3 types: autocratic, democratic, and laissez-faire. Now, the types of leadership, so the previous one was leadership styles, the types of leadership which you have made reference to: transactional, transformational, or inspirational. And the emphasis on the first one is on the goals and objectives, the work tasks and the outcomes, the organizational rewards and punishment. It's very much objective, tasks-driven, transactional. That's why they call it transactional leadership style. Everything is based around objective, tasks, transactions. The second type is transformational. The emphasis on generating a vision for the organization, the leader's ability to appeal to higher ideal value of followers, and creating a feeling of justice, loyalty, and trust. Once again, you have mentioned trust in your statement. This is the transformational approach, where you are relying on the loyalty of your colleagues, on their trust, on their high morale, the values, and you are in line with the vision of the institution, of the university, of the department, of the college, of the research group. And I think this is very common now to have a transformational leadership style. It's very successful, in fact, in comparison with transactional. Transactional leadership tends to be a little bit boring when it's just driven by objectives and tasks. And the third type is inspirational, when the emphasis is on the capability of others and through trust unlocks the power in others. And this is phenomenal. When you see an inspirational type of leadership, how you can empower your colleagues to do the tasks, progress in a very, very progressive, supportive environment. And this is what we were talking about, quote 1, about you cannot measure leadership, you cannot feel it, but you can recognize it. And this is where you have the inspirational leadership. You have somebody who's inspirational, leading a university or leading a college. They create a very positive, supportive environment. It's based around empowering their colleagues, trusting them, supporting them. And this is absolutely fantastic. It's the inspirational approach to leadership. So please remember, in terms of leadership styles, it could be autocratic, democratic, laissez-faire, and in terms of types of leadership, it could be transactional, it could be transformational, or it could be inspirational. Now, this diagram is really, really important for us to see where we are in terms of leadership and management. And there are 2 axes. One is the concern for results, from 1 to 9. And this one, the vertical axis, is the concern for people, 1 to 9. Okay? So if you are a leader and you are only concerned about results, here. I have a research group. I want to become a full professor. I can use them day and night. They can publish all the papers, put my name, and I get the promotion. At their expense, maybe. They may have become demoralized, demotivated, unwanted, they feel unsupported. It doesn't matter, as long as I'm achieving my results. At the expense of people. So you are in 9-1. They call it authority compliance management. You are only driven by results. not by the people's welfare, well-being, their progression, their support. I don't care about it. I care about myself. Oh, I'm doing well. I got all the results. Of course, the other extreme is when your emphasis on the people, you are concerned for people, and your results concern is 1. So 1, 9. So we are a happy family, we do nothing, we are all very happy, we are not achieving anything, we are all going to go home at the end of the year because we have not produced any results. So the leader is fantastic, he's not giving us any tasks to do, and we are going to go home. We won't be able to feed our family anymore because we have adopted the conflict love management. Oh, nice. Well, he's a very nice guy. He doesn't give us any work. You pay the price later on. The perfect combination will be when your concern for results is 9 and your concern for people is 9. And you are in the 9-9 box, which is team management. When you are working as a team, you care about your colleagues, you are empowering them, you care about results because the more work you do, the better for you, the organization, and yourself as well. Jobs are scarce these days, so you feel I'm working hard in order to keep my job, which is really good for my family, for my kids, I can send them to school. So they create this team environment, and this is the team management box. Okay? If you are in 1-1, it's an absolute disaster, where the emphasis on results is 1, and the emphasis on people is 1. So they call it impoverished management. And there is nothing to do. You don't do any work, and everybody is demoralized and demotivated, and they are collapsing. And we will go home by the end of the year. And in between, middle of the road management, 5 for results, 5% for people. And it's okay, but you may not survive long term. So really the emphasis should be on team management. That's why great teams, led by great leaders, produce great results, and the people are great and they are enjoying it.
About the environment that you are team management, you are trusting the team. So I think it's depends upon your team. If you have both committed team, people are not committed to your work and they are not expert. So we cannot use this thing because you cannot. So in case you have a performance, then you can deliver the work and in that trust and you can lead that people. So all these 5 that depend upon the nature of the team. If you have a good team, you perform and you present. And if you are task oriented, that you have to submit, you have some commitment, you have to submit your work on time. Then you have to follow this time frame, but you are not exactly oriented, so you have to see that
I agree. It all depends on the team you have formed. Yes. The context, sometimes you may have somebody in the team who's destroying the team, in fact. But later on, we're going to cover a lot of work about team building, how you can build teams. Based on some theories which are really well established. They do exist. We're going to use Berlin and other models to see how we can form the right team. Unfortunately, if you are not careful, you can get somebody in the team who can spoil the whole team. They become like a poisoned apple, and they poison the whole team. You have to be very, very selective. It all depends on the leader of the team and how they can have their influence to transform people's behavior and convince them that this is their advantage to be part of this team. I mean, how many times you have seen it in universities where you have a group project, some students refuse. They say, no, I don't want to be part of this group project, I want to do it on my own. I prefer to be working outside the group, which is not good for them, because the whole idea of being in group is to improve your interaction, communication skills, presentation skills, all the extra skills we want to see in our students and graduates. But in a university, in a research group or a team in the university, if somebody is not a team worker, I don't really know why they have selected to be in a university. It's not the right place for them. You have to be part of the team, for sure. Either the program team, or the course team, or the research team. If you are not a team player, how can you You just stay in the university. I don't think you'll find a home properly. But some individuals, they do exist where they don't want to integrate. 10 o'clock, we have a break.
I think when the number depends on the type of team or size of the team. If you are leader for project, you can make people and work and you can easily get timeline. But if you have big institutions, it's very difficult or maybe impossible to get time.
Yeah. I'm saying the best solution is 9-9. Of course, it depends on the size and the nature of the team. But once again, you have to set up your teams to make it coherent, at least consistent, because even though it's a very big university, you still look at the program team, small group, research group, small team. You can make it smaller. It's not, you're not managing the whole university, you're managing a pocket within the university. And it could be maybe 8. But at least if you go in that cover this model of concerns for results and concerns for people, and we said the best place would be if we are in corner 9, which is the team management approach. It's called team management. This one is country club management, when the concern is for people, not for results. For this one, concern for results is 9, but for people is 1, so it's not good. It's called the authority compliance management. And this one, in 1-1, is the impoverished management approach, which doesn't work at all. So you have to be driven by results and supporting people.